there are a number of economic economists and economic analysts that are forecasting that there will be some type of economic recession, right? That there will be corners of the economy that will shrink, and there will be others that would just continue to grow and expand. AI certainly is one of those that I think we're just going to watch, because it does hold that promise that technology has always given us to do more with less, and it's proving it day in and day out. But at the end of the day, when you think about patterns, right? We're coming off the end of a pandemic. We're just now getting the emergency label removed, and with that, things weren't normal. This is not a conversation about normal, but things are just not linear the way that they were, and they won't be as we continue to have innovation move at the breakneck pace that it is. So when it comes to predictive analytics, which is what I think I heard, and I forgot who it was, but I saw some people quoting speakers at South by Southwest that said, all ChatGPT is fantastic statistical intelligence, right? It's able to detect patterns. It's able to identify things based on a prompt, but that's statistical intelligence, right? And it's something that I see if we look into the future. How smart are machines going to be able to really detect our patterns if the world is changing at the pace that it is?
It's interesting, and I think it's worth noting before we part or close out on this subject that it's not all doom and gloom. I mean, it's important for organizations to think about treating data. I like your references, data as dynamite, but being very careful with the data they collect. I think it's important for consumers, the general public, to be aware of the data that they're sharing and maybe pay a little more attention to that than we have in the past. But there's really a lot of benefit from this as well. I mean, the science, the technology that we're talking about is helping with medical advances, being able to review medical imagery and make a diagnosis perhaps more effectively than humans would.